Hi Virgo, here's a general look at your solar chart for May 2011. But before I go on to that, just a brief word about this long running transit from the outer planets Uranus and Pluto. Uranus, Pluto and Neptune are transpersonal planets and as such trigger cycles which affect us globally. They're generational cycles. Uranus and Pluto, along with Saturn at times, will be impacting all of our signs very strongly. Which means that the bigger wheels, or so-called circumstances beyond our control, will have a bearing to a greater or lesser degree according to your natal chart. In general, Uranus, the planet of sudden change, since March has been zeroing in on the slower moving Pluto. As mentioned in the forecast I did for 2011, when these two get together, they tend to produce sudden events worldwide, which set us back on our heels, get us to assess our lifestyle, and in some cases, our whole lives. That's their job. Their job in all of our lives is to tear down an existing order to make way for new growth. And in your life, this depends how they aspect your natal chart, but globally this combination can be unpredictable, explosive, powerful, but ultimately revitalizing and regenerating, although it doesn't feel like that at the time. Uranus is about change and Pluto is about evolution, and they can manifest as a potent mix, meaning that it seems as if external factors or the bigger wheels are forcing disruption and upheaval upon us, and there can be power struggles. It causes a feeling of tenseness and unrest in the atmosphere, as if something, it's a bit of a tinderbox really. In the current aspect, there is likely to be turbulence, stress and trauma. That plus the current conjunction of the North Node with the galactic center amounts to a huge evolutionary kick in the pants for us all. Now for you, Virgo, in May, well, the Sun is in a terrific aspect to your Sun sign. You are coming in now to a more expansive time, but until mid-month, there may still be you being preoccupied with things like resources. Maybe it's money, maybe it's property, maybe it's equipment or space, feeling sensitive to maybe you're preoccupied with an obligation, a contract, or a moral obligation, just certain commitments that you have. But from the 10th, you'll be feeling more of a boost. You'll be feeling more outgoing, adventurous, enthusiastic, be walking with a lighter step from there on, particularly after mid-month. Travel or connecting with foreign cultures will be on the menu. Overall, wider communications are favoured from then. Study, teaching, advising could be part of the picture. Consulting with someone, maybe somebody consulting with you. And from mid-month, there could be a resource or influence which helps you fill the piggy bank, or at least helps stabilize things and could give you a renewed sense of security because of that. You have a very bountiful ally in Jupiter who will underpin this faster-moving influence from mid-month. Jupiter's there to give you a financial boost or provide other helpful resources up until June. And it could translate as property, funding, equipment, which is bought, sold, lent, leased, or you could do well with a sale or a purchase at this time. Also with funding, with, if you need to apply for funding, or some of you could even get windfall, that would be nice. Also, with Jupiter here, it could be a feeling of moral support, a feeling of more security within. So if you're looking to improve things in the area of finances, property, etc., other resources, this would be a good time for you to do so. Now Uranus, the planet of sudden change, is here as well. It's going to be moving very, very slowly over many, many years through the area, shifting the balance and evoking endings and new beginnings over the coming years. And Virgos who are born in the first 5 days or the first 5 degrees a Virgo rising will feel the action of Uranus mostly over May, I think. From mid-month, that's going to be a good time for the eagle-eye view, being more philosophical about things, feeling, as I say, that your focus is more outward now, not so inward. So that's the time to cast your mental nets wide, explore possibilities, make changes which could improve things now or in the future, play with ideas, concepts. The experiences you have or the information you gather could be enlightening. People you meet, something you read, could be broadening your mental horizons. You'll tend to feel more enterprising from there, able to infect others with your enthusiasm as well, inspire them with your knowledge, your advice, whatever. In this phase, you could be laying plans for a new project or a venture, pursuing a study program or other mind-expanding activity. It's also related to publications and the law as well. A love relationship or friendship could be getting closer or be connected to someone at a distance. Particularly love relationship could be quite intense before mid-month. Then after mid-month, it's kind of got this freer, sort of more free-wheeling energy with it. And now the mental focus from there in mid-month will be future-orientated, and you'll be thinking more expansively and very keen to play with ideas and experience fresh scenarios. It's a good time to plunge yourself into an unfamiliar mental or physical territory, which is why travel is favourably highlighted from that time there. Saturn in your area of material security until 2012 has already had you looking to the future, planning ahead, taking stock of things, looking at finances, possessions, what you haven't got, what you've got too much of, what isn't any use anymore, physical space, comfort zone. And also health, maybe yours or maybe another's. You've really got to take the long view here and work steadily and consistently to bring about an improved situation on those basic physical levels. Looking at ways that you can do that, which take time, because Saturn rules time, and nothing goes fast wherever Saturn is. So feather your nest in advance, as far as you can. Make that phone call, contact that agency, get on that list, whatever it is. Another aspect of this is that your inborn assets, that's to say your talents, you should be steadily developing those at this time, because who knows, they could become lucrative and generate more income for you in the future. Now Neptune is temporarily in your opposite sign, Pisces, bringing more empathy into your close relationships, whether they're personal or professional. But it will incline you to look for the very best in people, to overlook, to be more tolerant, to overlook faults, but don't fall into the trap of letting them step all over your boundaries or put them on a pedestal and worship them, or go herring off with some crazy scheme because he, she, they said it would be good and would be a winner. Always get a second opinion. And this at this stage of the transit, Neptune will be affecting those born in the first 3 days of Virgo or those with 3 degrees of Virgo rising. And Pluto is very positively underpinning all of your efforts to make the changes necessary to be more personally creative, to feel more empowered, to live in a manner which is more true to yourself. And that will be affecting Virgos from around about 3, 4 to 10 degrees of the sign, either the sun sign or the rising sign. And from the 21st, you'll be taking your worldly responsibilities more seriously and maybe feeling a bit scrutinized at times, but you want to present yourself in a certain way, come up to a certain standard, I think. Well, that's it for May. If you know your rising sign, listen to that too. It'll throw another light on what I've said here. And I'll see you the next time.